racing through the swarming crowds, dodging snow and rainy clouds, trying to recall the list. Who gets that and who gets this? Sometimes it makes me want to say, will I survive till Christmas Day? Singing carols with the family, hot spice cider and the Christmas tree, remembering how it all began, a brand new start to God's own plan. A little candle gleaming through the fog and snow shows us the meaning and the way to go. Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year, with God and love and peace right here. Hurry, hurry, how time flies. Let's make the candy, bake the pies, make some presents, buy some too. Little time and lots to do. Write the cards and wrap the things, stamps and paper, bows and strings. Let's slow down a minute, though there's lots to do. How about a Christmas, I love you. Singing carols with the family, hot spice cider and the Christmas tree, remembering how it all began, a brand new start to God's own plan. A little candle gleaming through the fog and snow shows us the meaning and the way to go. Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year, there's God and love and peace right here. Let the joy of Christmas shine through your eyes as the stars of Bethlehem fill the skies. Smiling faces full of cheer. Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year. Merry Christmas month! We can do this the whole month long. Oh, Mary, it won't be long. Oh, Mary, it won't be long. Oh, Mary, it won't be long till you're humming a mama song. Oh, Mary, the angels say you're gonna bring a brand new day. Oh, Mary, the angels say you're gonna bring us Jesus. Yes, I heard the little bird sing to me a precious word. Yes, I heard a little bird who said you're bringing Jesus. Oh, Mary, it's time to rest. You waited long and done your best. Oh, Mary, it's time to rest. We're waiting now for Jesus. Oh, Mary, your time is near. There's no need for you to fear. Oh, Mary, your time is near. Time to bring us Jesus. Yes, I heard a little bird sing to me a precious word. Yes, I heard a little bird who said you're bringing Jesus. Oh, Mary, now I sing. In the future bells will ring. Oh, Mary, what you bring? The precious gift of Jesus. The precious gift of Jesus. The precious gift of Jesus.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Unity Spiritual Center Spokane, for those here and for those of you that are online. We begin today with lighting the Advent candle with the Van Woodward family. Please join them when they invite you to.
Hey, Grayson, come on up. Testing.
Light the
Advent candle one. Now the waiting has begun. We have started our way. Time to think of Christmas Day.
I light this candle for faith.
The first Advent candle is the faith candle. We step forward in faith, trusting that we are guided into loving choices and actions. Faith allows us to move past fear and reminds us that God's loving presence, active in us, can always overcome any hurt or challenge. Please join us. Candle, candle, burning bright, shining in the winter night. Candle, candle, burning bright, fill our hearts with Christmas light. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As our mission states, we are a vibrant community growing through spiritual practices and love. I'm Jeff Hunter. I'll be your platform assistant this morning, and I would like you to please take a moment to check your cell phone. I didn't check mine, so I'm going to make sure mine's off. Ooh, I just turned it on. Okay. As always, thank you for doing that. As always, we want to begin our time together by sharing our opening affirmation. Together we affirm, there is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the Good. This is Unity's foundation principle. One presence, one power, one life living through and as each one of us. We are very grateful today to have Reverend Clare Austen sharing her message on preparing for Solstice, Jesus, and Santa. Our music today is provided by Scott Jameson and Michael Robinson and guests. In a moment, our chaplain, Ruth Cree, will share an opening prayer. First, our song leaders will start us off with the community song.
Heart to heart, hand in hand, every voice in every land. The vision's clear, one family. God works through every heart and mind. It's up to me. We love those near and far away. In harmony, we act and pray. We share our dream for all to see. The peace I give, the peace I live, it's up to me. So lift your voice, God works through you. We share the world through what we do. I want to see, it's up to me. I'll be the peace I want to see, it's up to me.
Put aside your cares of today and enter the quiet center of your soul. Let's start with a deep, healing breath. Inhale deeply and let the air out slowly with a quiet, relaxing sigh. And as you do, relax completely. Allow the chair to support your weight. Send your roots deep into Mother Earth. Straighten your spine and stretch it to the heavens. Let the energies of earth and heaven meet in your heart. Let that energy fill you top to bottom, front to back, and side to side. God is wisdom. God is judgment. God is discernment. And God is intuition. I am one with God's wisdom. I deny the world's judgment and exercise righteous judgment, and I can discern the difference. I follow the prompting of God by listening to my intuition. And as I am one with God, God's wisdom, so are each of you, for wisdom is one of the 12 powers gifted to us by God. In this realization of God's wisdom, we realize the importance of discernment, of being able to know truth from falsehood, and of taking time to listen to that still, small voice within. As Isaiah put it, whether you go left or right, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the path, walk in it." I claim wisdom as I bless our speaker, our musicians, and all the volunteers that make this service possible. I bless this center and our community. I use the power of judgment to discern the truth of today's message. I release this prayer to Spirit, knowing it is already done. I am grateful for the knowledge that I can always count on God's guidance. As it says in Proverbs, get wisdom, and whatsoever you get insight. Prize her highly, and she will exalt you. And so it is.
Showed me the way to turn my life around. The way showed me how to use what I had found. Since I've been shown the way, I celebrate on Christmas Day. Love, peace, and joy to the way showed. Everyone in their lives tries to understand why they can't move mountains when they think they've planned how to get from here to there, or find a better way to solve a problem easily and make it to each day. Looking for an answer while feeling all alone, to ask and get the answer. See, the light has shone. The way showed me the way to turn my life around. The way showed me the way how to use what I had found. Since I've been shown the way, I celebrate on Christmas Day. Love, peace, and joy to the way showed. We celebrate the day the babe was born, to signify the gift of love and life He brought to share with you and I. It lives in every one of us who's willing to receive the blessings that can come to us if only we believe. The way showed me the way to turn my life around. The way showed me how to show her.
Good morning. I have to start by saying I was so delighted to walk in here into the church this morning and see all the Christmassy decorations and the lights on. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. Thank you, Michael, by the way. I am also equally thrilled that you are here. You know, it was a couple of weeks ago that I thought about my talk title, Preparing for the Solstice, Jesus and Santa. I didn't want to leave anybody out. My intention was to help us all celebrate the upcoming holidays from our own personal spiritual beliefs. And I think we all know that in this room there are many, many varieties of specific beliefs as well as general beliefs that we have picked up in our lives. I always like to say that unity, though Christian-based, is open and welcoming to a broad array of spiritual ideas and concepts. When my husband read my first draft of this talk, he insisted it needed a little more humor, or maybe any humor. For those of you that know him, you are not surprised that he brought that up. While I continued to work on my talk in the last few days, he went looking for something dynamic, an opening that would be just right for my topic. He thought at first his search might end up with Jesus, Santa, and a pagan walking into a bar. But he couldn't really find anything just that fit that. And to his delight, and now mine also, he found this video instead. Enjoy.
And a happy winter solstice to all. Really good here. Right, everyone out. This is my party now. Who are you? He's a son of God, that's who. Mum. Sorry, I'm a son of God, that's who. And it's my birthday, so... Your birthday was months ago. Well, I changed it. You can't just take over the winter solstice. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Well, we never got an invite. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but to replace an ancient tradition just because you weren't invited doesn't... Dad? Wait. It's fine, we'll go. Yeah, Merry Christmas. That's right, keep it moving. Not you. You're staying. Right, everyone out.
Pretty good, huh? So just to kind of recap what you saw there, and we're going to play it one more time before at the end of my talk. We first see the ancient pagan peoples of the world rejoicing, confident in their own worldview. Pagans revere nature and the changing of the seasons. They learned how to follow the movements of the sun, the moon, and the stars across the skies. Their rituals invoke the orderliness of life and death, and they consider themselves blessed to live upon the earth. In the video, the pagans are suddenly interrupted in their reverie by Jesus and his disciples, who, as you probably know, were Jewish. Jesus throws the pagans out of the party, but decides to keep the Christmas tree. You know, it took me a second time through before I really got how funny that is. The tree stays. Then suddenly, representing a more secular and commercial Christmas, Santa, some elves, and a couple of reindeer arrive and take over the party. When I first saw this video, I thought it was amazing. It shows us in a funny way how some of our celebrations at Christmas have evolved from pagan to Jewish to Christian. You probably know the term pagan. It has often been used disdainfully by more mainstream religions. Technically, it simply means earth-centered, rural, or primitive people or beliefs. There are so many groups of practicing pagans today under many differing names that are giving meaning, hope, and joy to their followers, the people that it's just right for them. Just as we always aim to do here at Unity, we want to give the message that all of us have studied, have incorporated over the years into our lives. We want to give that away. In the video, you may have noticed the decorated tree partying with the pagans and how Jesus kept the tree for his own party. Of course, we'd like to think of it as a Christmas tree, but many of us know that decorating a tree outdoors or bringing one indoors is actually an ancient pagan tradition. In Unity, we believe that all spiritual belief systems that are based on kindness and respect and love, despite our differences, we can add meaning and depth to the human spirit, to our individual lives. This time of year, at least in the northern hemisphere, there are holidays such as the winter solstice celebrations, rejoicing and welcoming the anticipated changing of the seasons and the return of the sun. I have come to think that the holidays are a bit like a Rorschach test, an ink blot, if that's a more familiar name, created by a psychologist. His name was probably Rorschach. Everybody has their own beliefs, maybe rituals and customs for this time of year, depending on their history with religion, perhaps their family of origin, and their experiences with Christmas pasts. Most of us prepare for winter and for the winter holidays in our own ways, according to our beliefs or no beliefs, maybe according to how our parents or our grandparents did it. We may celebrate the birth of Jesus, Hanukkah, or the returning of the light with the winter solstice, according to our own inner wisdom, our own personal timetable. For those of us who most relate to the Christian story, with the birth of Jesus this time of year, there is a concept that's been around for a few decades. It's called the cosmic Christ. The cosmic Christ refers to Jesus as the embodiment of a spirit that is present in everything in the universe. The cosmic Christ, it's hard to say that, the cosmic Christ is timeless, and it encompasses all creation. The cosmic Christ transcends time and space, life, and all existence. One author that I found who was writing on the cosmic Christ said, "It might be thought of as the soul of our planet." I really like that, the cosmic Christ. Going back to our Unity roots, I believe Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, the founders of Unity, sensed that cosmic Christ and created their teachings in its image. Positive, empowering, a clarification of the words and teachings from Jesus that are present in the Bible. They never thought that Unity would be its own religion, but a personal belief system that, if taken seriously, if taken prayerfully, dramatically can change our lives. And I know that the Fillmores practiced these principles themselves, and they experienced remarkable healings. I know many of you know their stories. And they created a spiritual education movement, now called Unity. Charles and Myrtle taught others to believe it is the Spirit of the Christ consciousness in us that changes our lives, that heals our bodies, and brings order to our world. I found this reading that speaks to the many ways Christmas can bring joy and meaning into our lives. Why not take the birth of Jesus and enjoy it with a side of Kris Kringle and cookie frosting on top? And even if you believe Christmas has become overly commercial, that doesn't necessarily mean the spiritual aspects have lost their importance. In fact, perhaps this shift, this change in our culture, has helped us to further crystallize why our spiritual principles are absolutely essential. The tradition of giving to those in need around the holidays is a great example. And thank you for all of those who put the gift tree out there, and I hope everyone will stop and sign up for a gift for someone that needs it. What could be more Christ-like than a helping hand extended to the least of us during the darkest time of the year? You know, even if it's Santa's face, not Jesus, or Old Man Winter on a Christmas card, does that diminish the intent behind the act? I really like that because I know there's a lot of things being canceled because people don't think they're the right picture or the right belief. I normally would end my talk on a more serious or contemplative note, but I must truly thank my husband for his contributions. So I'll end with this, and it's not my joke. So the winter solstice, Jesus, and Santa all died on Christmas Eve. Sad. But were met by St. Peter at the pearly gates. In honor of this holy season, St. Peter said, "You must each possess something that symbolizes Christmas in order to get into heaven today." Well, winter solstice fumbled around through his pockets and pulled out a lighter. He flicked it on and he said, "Well, this is a candle." And St. Peter said, "Yes, you may pass through the pearly gates." Jesus then reached into his pocket and pulled out a set of chariot keys. He shook them and said, "These are bells. Do you hear them?" And St. Peter said, "Very good. Yes, you may pass through the pearly gates." Santa was still frantically searching in his pockets. And he finally pulled out a toothbrush and a pair of women's earrings. St. Peter looked at the man with a raised eyebrow and asked, "And just what do those symbolize to you?" Santa replied, "These are carols." Good job, good job. I want to share that video one more time. You may or may not have noticed the first time through that all of the characters are played by the same person. Did anybody notice that? But if you didn't, watch for it this time because it's pretty hilarious. Jesus, Santa, the tree, and the reindeer are all one actor, just like Randy Rainbow, if there are any Randy Rainbow friends in here. In Unity, I find this to be very symbolic or metaphorical and aligns with our beliefs of oneness. We are all one power and one presence. This is true whether we are talking about the presents under the tree from Santa or the gifts in our heart of the cosmic Christ, or the cold, crisp presence of snow on a winter's day. Let's watch the video again.
And a happy winter solstice to all. Really good here. Right, everyone out. This is my party now. Who are you? He's the Son of God, that's who. Mum. Sorry, I'm the Son of God, that's who. And it's my birthday, so... Your birthday was months ago. Well, I changed it. You can't just take over the winter solstice. We've been doing this for thousands of years. Well, we never got an invite. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but to replace an ancient tradition just because you weren't invited doesn't... Dad? Wait. It's fine, we'll go. Yeah, Merry Christmas. That's right, keep it moving. Not you. You're staying. Right, everyone out.
Priceless. Well, with that feeling of laughter, just feel the energy that comes up when we are joyful. Take another deep breath. Let your heart be open to all that this season brings. Whether it's a chance to give or a chance to receive gratefully. Whether it's the perfect present for the perfect person, given with such joy and received with even more joy. We give thanks in every way for the Spirit of the Christ, for the Spirit of Christmas, for love. It is love that truly makes our world go round. We open our hearts. We open our eyes and see where love is needed. Jesus represents all that is good and wondrous and powerful in our human consciousness. The joy of Christmas is wisdom, an inner power that can give away not just physical presence, but a consciousness of deep abiding love. When we see the wreath and the tree and all the lights out on the streets, so beautiful and so meaningful, our mind is enlightened and open up even more to the Christ presence within. For everyone here, and for everyone who is often here with us in this spiritual community. Wherever they may be, we send love for joy and safety as they return home. There is no lack. There is no loss of love when we are in the Christ consciousness. Let's just take a moment in silence just to feel that consciousness of order and love and wisdom right now. And so it is. Amen.
What a wonderful thing to know that the universe loves us, huh? All right, here's kind of a little sing-along. The words are pretty simple. They go ring-a-ling, 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 ring. You can do that. Ring-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling. Christmas is coming, it's time to sing. Bells are ringing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Children singing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. News they're bringing as bells they ring, ring-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling. Every happy heart will sing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. News of love the Savior brings. The news is meant for you and me. The joyous news that sets us free. For in our hearts the joy will be. Born again as we all see. The Savior speaks to you and me with ring-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling. Christmas is coming, it's time to sing. Bells are ringing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Children singing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. News they're bringing as bells they ring, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, ring. Sing that again. Ring-a-ling, 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 ring-a-ling. Christmas is coming, it's time to sing. Bells are ringing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Children singing, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. News they're bringing as bells they ring, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, ring. Christmas is coming, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Christmas is coming, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Christmas is coming, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Now it's time to sing. It's hard to do that many ring-a-lings. Even if you're dingy, it's still hard.
Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. It is time for giving. It's time, the whole week, in fact, the whole year, has been a time for thinking what we're grateful for. I'd like to share my top 3 to personalize it. First, I am so grateful to Reverend Clare, her husband Rick, for a Thanksgiving Eve service here like the old days, like we used to have. Well attended, lovely soups afterwards, and very contemplative, reflective service with music. It was lovely. Number 2 on my list is
Jim and I had 21, you catch that? 21 people at our table for Thanksgiving. Family, 21. Really, and we don't have a big space. But my gratitude overflows because every one of them cooked or brought food. So we had more food to feed that multitude. And number 3 on my list, did anyone else see my University of Michigan Wolverines beat Ohio State in Columbus? Very grateful. They're very grateful too. So let's join together in our statement for giving. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I give thanks for the abundance that is mine to share.
Singing carols with the family, hot spice cider and the Christmas tree, remembering how it all began, a brand new start to God's own plan. A little candle gleaming through the clouds and snow, so what's the meaning and the way to go? Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year, with God and love and peace right here. Singing carols with the family, hot spice cider and the Christmas tree, remembering how it all began, a brand new start with God's own plan. A little candle gleaming through the fog and snow shows us a meaning and a way to go. Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year, with God and peace and love right here. Let the joy of Christmas shine through your eyes as the stars of Bethlehem fill the skies, smiling faces full of cheer. Let's have an old-fashioned Christmas this year.
And let us all bless what Alan is holding, the abundance of this church. Let's bless it with all of our love and gratitude. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Claire. And our musicians, thank you for a wonderful, everybody that was involved in this service, it was just wonderful. Thank you. All right, join me as we say our unity statement. Together, unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity stands names for God, the many paths to God, for we know that there is only one power, one presence, and one life. So whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey of transformation, you are welcome here. If you are here for the first time, we have a welcome packet for you that has a coupon for a free beverage at our barista stand and lots of other goodies. So if you would please raise your hand up high so our ushers could bring it to you. Do we have anybody new today? Hey, excellent, right over there. Thank you. Welcome, we're so glad you're here. We encourage everyone to sign up for our email newsletter to learn more about our upcoming classes and events that go on here. It's a very busy center. You can sign up for e-news by scanning the QR code you see on the screen, or you can go to the Unity website, at unityspokane.org. We would also like to connect with you through Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, excuse me. And thank you all for joining us today. Our chaplains today are Diane Hunter, who has been holding the service in prayer, and Theodora, who will be up front and available to pray with you immediately following the service. If you have something heavy on your heart, or if you have a joy that you want to share, please take advantage of the chaplains. Your prayers will be prayed over for 30 days here and also at Silent Unity. You may pick up a form and the seat back in front of you and fill that prayer request out and put it back here at the back of the sanctuary in our prayer box, or there's also one in the atrium. So, it's a very valuable service. Now let's look at upcoming events and opportunities with news you can use. We would love for you to visit our store after the service to see Unity items and gifts. We have lots of new items, like the 2025 Unity calendars, Advent calendars, Sage bundles, new cards, beautiful fair trade gifts, and so much more. Deanna would love for you to help find a special gift for a friend or a loved one. Living the Talk is today at 11:30 in the library. They will dive deeper into the morning message for about an hour. This is the last of the 3 consecutive Sundays we have it scheduled, but keep an eye out for more. Our Compassion and Action team has partnered with Tree of Sharing, a local organization that serves Spokane areas by providing gifts for those in need. We have a Christmas tree out in the atrium with tags that have requests for specific gifts, and it's all the way from newborns all the way to old agers, and so they try to meet the needs for lots of different people. You choose a tag, then bring the unwrapped, please don't wrap it, unwrapped gift back to Unity by December 15th. There will be helpers near the tree today to help assist you. And thank you for joining our center in serving our community this holiday season. Next Sunday, we will have Amber Boren as our speaker, and our special music will be by Paul Grove. And now Rick has an announcement.
Well, thank you, Michael, Scott, Gary. Wonderful music. And thank you, Reverend Clare Austen. Weren't those jokes great? 21 for dinner, Sally? You know, I just wanted to invite Ella and Sam over, and Claire said that's fine, but Sam and Ella is not allowed in the kitchen. I should have stopped at the carols. Well, I just wanted to share with you today that longtime congregants, David and his wife Jan Lineweber, are leaving us. Matter of fact, they're leaving Tuesday morning, relocating to Arizona, and we will miss them. They had planned to be here today, but I understand they didn't make it. I'm not sure what prevented them from coming today, but I certainly wanted to recognize their years of service to this church. Matter of fact, I feel honored just standing up here on Unity's beautiful and sacred space. For you may not know this, but David designed and built this platform and the ramp, along with the help of many of you here in this room. I'm also standing here in front of upgraded lighting and a sound system, all thanks to David, who also for years provided lighting and sound for special events here. David was also up here on this platform as a member of the choir, a guest speaker, and as a board member. So, yes, and most of all, we will miss his smiling face. Yeah. But, you know, I reached out to my fellow board members on how we should show our gratitude to such a long-time volunteer, an incredibly wise board colleague of mine, Her initials are TLS. Anyone? I asked Terry permission if I could read out loud what she wrote to me in an email. And she said, I wrote something in an email? Anyway, I thought it was beautiful and a good reminder to all of us. She wrote, one of the best things about USC is the wonderful group of volunteers we continue to have. I can name several who have been volunteers here for over 20 years. Several have also been significant financial supporters as well. Visit the building on a Thursday, and you will see many of them. Some you rarely hear about. They tirelessly show up and do the mundane building grounds maintenance year after year. Others show up every Sunday without fail. Maybe it's time to recognize all volunteers when we honor and recognize David and Jan. Here, Terry. What a great idea. So at this time, I'd like you to stand if you have ever volunteered your time, your talents, or provided your financial gifts to this church. Wow. Thank you. And so please join us afterward in the fellowship hall. I couldn't list all the things that David has done, but Royce has come prepared to share with all of us all the many more things that David has done for this church. Royce has brought cupcakes, and I'm sorry David and Jan couldn't make it today, but we'll still honor them afterwards in the fellowship hall. So thank you.
All right, let's welcome the kids in with Linus and Lucy. We are so blessed. Look at this. We are so blessed to have these children here. As I say, these are the building blocks. These are the building blocks. We want to thank you, children, for being here today, and most especially, we want to thank the adults who are tireless in their love for Christian education and our youth. We appreciate you so much. I'm looking at you two right here, you know. All right, guess what? Birthday Sunday. If you have a birthday in December, please stand if you're able or raise your hand so that we can bless you all. All right, December. All right.
God danced the day you were born. The angel did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. The Bible to the fifth of you. God danced the day you were born. The angel did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. So grateful for the gift of you.
So, happy birthday to all you December folks. All right, let's say our children's blessing now. Ready? Get your hands warmed up. All right, here we go. Be the love you are, sing the song you hear, share your joy of life with people far and near. And for ourselves, be the love we are, sing the song we share, share our joy of life for people far and near. All right, find the people that brought you. And now please stand as you are able to join together for our prayer of protection, followed by the peace song. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Everyone, let's celebrate. Join us now, it's not too late. The time is here, don't hesitate. Christmas time is here.